Smith doesn't look like he's going anywhere. And now the big question will be what the Vikings do with Sam Darnold. They're going to take this up till the deadline. It certainly seems in trying to get a deal done. My sense is, reading between the lines, the Vikings would like Sam Darnold back in Minnesota. Sounds like the franchise tag might be a bit high for what they're looking to do right now. They'll keep trying to retain and re-sign Sam Darnold. Personally, I'd be surprised if the franchise tag is used on Sam Darnold, but the Vikings still have a little under 24 hours to make a decision about how they want to proceed. We'll see whether or not they tag him. Again, my guess is no, he does not get tagged, and we'll see if Minnesota can find a way to keep him there along with J.J. McCarthy.
Fascinating, Adam. Sam Darnold was terrific in his first 16 games last year. He ranked in the top 10 in record, total QBR, yards per attempt, off-target percentage. But as you'll recall, he really fell off in those final 2 games of the season, losing big to Detroit in Week 18 with a chance to clinch that #1 seed, and then another ugly loss to the Rams in the wild card round. Now, this is new on NFL Live. Star wideout Justin Jefferson on the McAfee show today and asked about the quarterback situation.
I'm not sure who the quarterback is going to be. And just like I said last year, it truly doesn't matter personally to me. It doesn't matter who's going to throw me that ball. I'm going to make the most of my opportunities. So, creating that connection with the quarterback, no matter who the quarterback is going to be, that's the main part. And just having that confidence in each other when it's all said and done and it's getting crunch time, they know who to come to.
Hey, this is a great day for this discussion. We have 2 of Sam Darnold's biggest fans here, Mina and Dan. So, Mina,
truth tellers, Hannah. We call ourselves the truth tellers.
Oh, because I thought you were called the Sampathizers.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
I get called a lot.
That was my understanding. I wasn't going to bring it up, but here it is. We have the Sampathizers. Mina, I'm going to start with you. He's 27 years old. A resurgent year for him, a career year for him. What should they do?
Crazy. First of all, just crazy to hear his age and remember how young he is, right? So there's still even potentially more development to be had. I had to get my sympathetic angle in there. So I think for Minnesota, I find it most likely that they're going to move on. And a lot of that has to do with the market for Sam Darnold. I think he's going to make more than the franchise tag. And if you're the Vikings and you've got that young quarterback in J.J. McCarthy, you probably don't want to sign him to the sort of contract he's going to get on the free market, quite frankly. You'd like to take advantage of J.J.'s rookie contract to do some work elsewhere. Now, a lot of that has to do with their own internal evaluation of McCarthy. How is he looking coming off of the injury? How has his rehab been? What is he like in the building? They know things about him that we on the outside don't know. But if they feel as good about McCarthy as they did when they took him relatively early in the first round, Dan, it's hard for me to imagine them wanting to pay Darnold the kind of contract he's going to get out there.
Yeah, I totally agree. And everyone talks about it, and you kind of referenced it. It's Sam versus JJ. No, it's not. It's Sam versus JJ and like $30 or $40 million for other players. And if the real question for Minnesota is, do they think that JJ McCarthy is going to become production-wise similar to what Sam Darnold was within the first year as a starter? Because if they do, then the answer is an easy one for them organization. No matter how much you love Sam, you let him walk. I also think Sam's vantage point of this one is very interesting, MK, because think about it from his perspective. He went through quarterback hell his whole career. Just awful place after awful place. Finally gets to a good place where scheme and play caller and the people around you are awesome. And he has the success that he wants. And it's a fine line between going to get your money and just chasing the money. It doesn't matter like what else is a part of that decision. And if you're Sam, you certainly want to go back to Minnesota. But what happens if you sit there and go, well, Minnesota is offering me this and Vegas is offering me a lot more, but obviously Vegas is not as comfortable and as supportive as a situation. I think the fascinating part for Sam is going to be how much does he really want the max value versus how much does he like that situation he's in?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he could find both somewhere if it was the right place. And he made his first career Pro Bowl. It took 7 seasons, finished top 10 in MVP voting. It was just perfect for him. We'll see. And while we wait,
a new plot is unfolding in the NFL, and this time it involves the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. According to recent reports, the Raiders are determined to sign quarterback Sam Darnold from the Vikings, a move that could change the outlook for both franchises. What's at stake here? Let's break down everything you need to know about this potential signing and its implications for the future of the Raiders. Before diving into the main news, it's important to highlight a relevant issue that directly impacts this move. The Vikings, on their part, are seriously considering the possibility of tagging and trading Darnold before the March 4th deadline, which could trigger fierce competition among several teams, including the Raiders. Matthew Stafford's situation with the Rams has further pressured teams to make quick decisions, making Darnold's future even more uncertain. The Vikings find themselves at a crossroads with Sam Darnold. Despite their confidence in signing quarterback J.J. McCarthy next season, Minnesota is unwilling to lose Darnold without getting something in return. If they fail to find a trade before the franchise tag deadline, they could let him go to a free agency that's expected to be highly competitive. Meanwhile, the Raiders, led by coach Pete Carroll, are pushing to sign Darnold, who could be the key piece to strengthen their offensive line and immediate success chances. What do you think about this potential Sam Darnold signing by the Raiders? Do you think Darnold could be the piece the team needs to take the next step, or do you believe the Raiders should look for another option? Leave your opinion in the comments and let us know what you think about Darnold's future in the NFL. Now, let's get to the main topic of this story that's surprising NFL fans. The Raiders could be about to make a crucial move for Sam Darnold. This signing could completely alter the future of both teams. Let's dive into the details of what's happening and why it's so important. The Las Vegas Raiders are working full speed ahead to sign Sam Darnold, the quarterback from the Minnesota Vikings. Coach Pete Carroll is driving this move, as he wants to avoid a rebuilding season and instead seeks an immediate signing to boost the team. Darnold's future is uncertain, and with the Vikings facing the franchise tag deadline, the pressure is on them. The Raiders see Darnold as a crucial opportunity to strengthen their offense and improve their prospects for the upcoming season. This move has huge implications for both the Raiders and the Vikings. If the Raiders manage to sign Darnold, it could be a game-changer for their offense, offering stability at quarterback and allowing Carroll to implement his strategy without waiting for years of rebuilding. For the Vikings, losing Darnold could leave a significant void at the position, especially if they don't manage to find a trade before the deadline. This signing could also change the dynamics for other teams seeking a quarterback, like the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. What do you think? Do you believe Sam Darnold is the solution the Raiders need to be immediately competitive? Or do you think they should have explored other options instead of risking it with him? Also, how will Darnold's possible departure affect the Vikings and their immediate future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what you think about this significant move. And that's it for this news that's shaking up the NFL market. Don't miss what's coming in the next few days, as there could be more unexpected moves. Stay tuned for more updates on the Raiders, the Vikings, and everything related to the league. See you in the next video.